You like that? Woo!
What's good, everybody? Welcome to the Pull Up Show. My name is BJ Matthews, aka B Jizzle. And before y'all come in here, wipe y'all feet. Before y'all enter this house, hit that like button, hit the share, hit the subscribe. You know what I'm saying? For the newcomers to the Pull Up Basketball Podcast Show, hit that notification bell to get all our updated content when we drop new videos and new lives with me and my partner Rick as well. Also, if you guys like to show your love to the Cash App, go to $ BJ Matthews, right? Or our PayPal at Project Masters. If you'd like to show your love to the Pull Up Basketball Podcast, y'all all welcome to do so. And if you guys want to have a comment read throughout the show, y'all can go and hit that super sticker button where you guys will, be able to drop a comment or a super comment, and we'll read that once you guys, send that if y'all choose to. But before we get started, let's go and get some of the people here. Let me know that y'all are in here. We got a lot to talk about, and we got a lot to discuss. And also, we're going to talk about, what happened today with Steve Kerr, of course, and we're going to go right into the game. But let me get Give me to get some people in here saying that they're in here or not. I'm going to get started, man. Oh. T Sweet was good, bro. He said the Heat lost. Yeah. I watched the game too. I know they lost. Ooh. Y'all hold on 1 second. All right. Salute NBA fans. Said BJ bit the don't fall for the okadoke. Huh. I'll keep hitting them likes up, man. We're gonna start about very soon. So y'all hold on. All right. Let's get into it, man. Just Sandoval. Yeah, they got the Denver Nuggets won tonight, man. I know you happy. But let's get into it, bro. First off, we gotta talk about what happened earlier today. So as y'all know, I was supposed to be interviewing Steve Kerr. Me and Rick supposed to be interviewing Steve Kerr today. Of course, it was a change of plans last minute this morning. I got a message from Steve Kerr's manager, special assistant. He was telling me that Steve Kerr needs to reschedule for today because of, media availability. Now, I'm not going to get in too deep about what really is going on, but right when I found out and I got a chance to talk to him on the phone, and he explained what was going on, at that point, I was like, all right, cool. Well, we'll have to reschedule. So Steve Kerr will be back. He'll be on in a couple weeks after the NBA draft. So I know some of y'all want to run like what happened, why didn't he come on? So I'm not gonna get too deep into it. But I will tell y'all that he will be back in 2 weeks, and we're gonna get this interview going so y'all get a chance to, see him, because I know that y'all looking forward to. So I want to make sure to put that in the community post earlier today, so y'all didn't waste y'all time pulling up or expecting an interview or expecting a show where it wasn't, Steve Kerr wasn't available. Like I was upset because of course, we already then went through everything and went through the process and had everything done. And then all of a sudden this happens. But then when he explained what was going on, I kind of understood what the reasoning was. So, I mean, it is what it is. So these type of things happen, bro. Like, we've been doing the interviewings for like the last couple of years. I've had NBA players, I've had all-stars, I've had coaches, I've had, analysts and stuff like that throughout my podcast. So, you know, most of the time, 90% of the time, it's smooth where, the host, the person who's getting interviewed shows up, no problems. It's a smooth transition. But there's situations like this where you can't really control where the, person who's getting interviewed has to, reschedule. I mean, that's just life. Like, just like anything that we do in life, it's always somewhere you can, possibly have something rescheduled. So here's what I'm gonna say. Um, just make sure y'all look out for the date, and y'all be on the lookout. When we actually have them on the show, and when we do, it's gonna be definitely worth it, man. Plus, the game being on tonight actually helped. Probably, best that we didn't have the show. But let's get into it, man. The Denver Nuggets prevailed tonight, 109-94 on the road. In Miami, so get the 2-1 lead. So now we're in a situation where the Denver Nuggets they're back in the driver's seat, and the Miami Heat are back in the passenger seat. They end up losing the game, in pretty dramatic fashion because they were in control the entire time. Now, after game 2, I saw this quote from Bill Simmons, and he was saying, at some point, you can't stop what God wants to happen. And it just seems like God is like, I like this Miami Heat team. I'm just enjoying this, right? That's what Bill Simmons said after game 2. Now tonight it looks completely different. It looked like Miami, it looked like Denver was, fresh. They looked like they were, aggressive. They're being like, they were being the aggressors tonight. The way Miami should have been is what Denver was, right? And it started off with this man right here, Jamal Murray, with 20 points in the first. I think the first half he had 20 points, and he just, was a different maker. People were saying Jokic was really, it was Jamal Murray because he's the one that started everything. Jokic, again, like I tell y'all, he's just a part of the game where he just controls every aspect on the offense end of the game. But the person who starts and finishes it, and they usually win, is Jamal Murray. Right? Why do y'all feel like Denver was so bad the last couple of years when it got to the playoffs when they didn't have Jamal Murray? Getting swept by Phoenix and getting gentlemen swept by Golden State. Right? So, again, this is the head of the snake right here. And this is what I'll say about Jamal Murray. He had his press conference, I think it was yesterday, and he talked about Jimmy Butler and talked about, the adjustments they made on him. And he just seemed so calm. He seemed like, hey, it is what it is. Like, I'm not, losing my game or anything like that. I'm still confident on my abilities. And you could tell when a player just saying it just to say it, you could tell who really means it. Like, you can tell Jamal Murray has put in time and work in his game for years. That's why he has the confidence that he has. So, what Jimmy was doing in game 2, playing him great on defense, Jamal Murray wasn't puzzled at one bit. Right? But let's look at the game, man. Let's look at the game for what it was. Miami on the left, or Denver on the left, Miami on the right. Now, Denver shot better from the field than Miami. And then Miami shot better from the 3 than Denver, but it wasn't by much, by 4 percentage points. And then Denver shot better from the free throw line. Now, from the shooting percentages and the amount of free throws that Denver got really benefited them over Miami. So it was the 3-pointers that they could not get mixed in with the bad field goal percentage they shot, which was Miami, is what really propelled the game. Now, at halftime, it was, I think, 52-48, right? So 52-48 was the halftime score. And, it was pretty much, okay, well, Miami has the chance to, make a statement in the first half. Because, it took Jamal Murray's best punch. So all they got to do is now, counteract that. Right. And it was the complete opposite. It was out of hand in the third quarter. They were up by like 15, 17 points. They were flirting around with that. And throughout the rest of the game, they won by 15 points. So they just had the upper hand for the most part. And then all the rebounds, oh my gosh. They completely destroyed Miami on the rebounds. They had a 20 point gap difference in rebounds, 58-33. Offense, they have 45 offensive rebounds. Or 45 defensive rebounds to 23 to Miami. So that shows Miami was missing a lot of shots, and that shows that Denver was being more physical on the boards, getting second, third chance opportunities. So they got out hustled tonight. Blocks, Denver, steals, Miami, turnovers. Here's the weird part. They had 13 turnovers to Miami's 4. But whatever reason, Miami still was finding, stretches throughout the game where they just looked discombobulated because they just couldn't hit shots. Points in the paint, Denver, and then, personal fouls went to Miami. They had more personal fouls. Now, I told y'all in game 1, I wanted to see how Denver looks, if they have more shots than Miami. For whatever reason, I just don't see how Miami's getting up more shots than Denver. Because Denver got the more second chance opportunities. They're getting on the boards, they're getting the rebounds. I don't understand how they're getting more shots up for Miami because, just like Denver's, out hustling them. Yes, sir. Appreciate you, Hope. Appreciate you coming in. Y'all hit that like button as y'all come in. Salute the Riz. What's good, man? He said Miami didn't really hustle on the glass. Jokic and Murray combined for 30 points, 30 rebounds, just 3 shots of Miami. Yeah, they got outworked today, man. They got out hustled. And I don't understand. That's not Miami Heat basketball. So that was very surprising, very deflating. I was expecting Miami to come out with some, force out the gate. Like I said, they was good in the first half, and in the second half, they just turned a page. Right? So as I look at the box scores as well, I see Denver and Miami. I saw one key thing is that this was the first game I saw that it was about the 2 best players on each team in this series. That it was Jimmy and Bam against Jamal and Jokic. That's what the matchup was. That's what it came down to. Because if you guys look at the role players for Miami and Denver, like nobody was really getting like double-digit numbers. They're pretty even as far as production. You know what I'm saying? Gabe Vincent, yes, he struggled from the field. Max Strus got to sit down, bro. Max Strus this is the second game in the series. He's having an off game. 1 for 7 from the field. He just looks like he's just out of place and out of rhythm out there. He had a solid game too with 4 out of 10, from 3. But I just think when defense is key in on him, he's still lacking, to be a productive because he doesn't like to put the ball on the floor like that. Now, Duncan Robinson, on the other hand, will put the ball on the floor. So he had more points than Max Strus, yet he had 10 less minutes. That right there alone should tell you, and he had more shots. That alone should tell you that Duncan Robinson should be getting more time. He had 6 shots to Strus's 7, but for whatever reason, Strus got more minutes and he got more shots, but he had less points. So I think it's time to sit Strus down, like as far as coming off the bench. I don't know how to do it. His psyche. I'm not saying he shouldn't get minutes. I think that you just got to come off the bench. I think Miami has to start. They have to start stronger. and they have to maintain their lead. I think Duncan Robinson should get back the starting spot. Gabe Vincent, I'm not too concerned about him. I know he'll bounce back, even though he shot 2 for 10. He had a bad shooting night. Kyle Lowry shot 4 for 8. Caleb Martin shot 4 for 9. I think Caleb is what's happening with Caleb is he's, you know what I'm saying, just choosing to focus more on being a hustle type player than try to be the scorer he was against Boston. I think the role players are starting to allow Jimmy and Bam to take them home. Right? But like I said, this is the first game that we seen that it was Jokic and Murray against Jimmy and Bam. Right. So as I look at the box score here, once again, Michael Porter 1 for 7. I'm telling you, Michael Porter is not. This is the third game in a row he's been just off, bro. Michael Porter is all talent, great talent, but he just when it comes to the game and production, I mean, he just fizzles out. He had 7 rebounds, but he's not hitting shots. The shots just not falling. Aaron Gordon is doing what he needs to do, playing his role, playing on Jimmy Butler, controlling the glass, and also getting hustle type points. KCP and Bruce Brown did not shoot the ball well from the 3. That's what it is. Whatever. I think they'll pick it up in game 4. But the big story for the Nuggets that unsung here was Christian Brown. 7 for 8 from the field and had 15 points. Now, this is the rookie I was talking about. Now, I had said that I didn't expect nothing much from him. I just expect hustle, which he did tonight as well. But sometimes that's all you really need is just the hustle, and you'll get more opportunities to score. Like, this was the game where they needed somebody else to step up. That was the adjustment that needed to be made. Who else is going to help Jamal and Jokic in key pivotal moments? So not only was Christian Brown scoring the ball, but he was giving energy on the defensive end. So this is the type of thing that they got from Duncan Robinson in game 2. I'm talking about Miami, but that's kind of what happened. I don't know why they put Reggie Jackson in for a minute, bro. That's just disrespectful. I don't understand why Mike Maloney even did that. That was yeah. Yeah. Y'all hit that like button, man. Hit that like button. Shout out to my man Bruce. He's in the building. He said Pat Riley runs faster than Zeller. Probably do. Bubba said, let's be honest, Joker was stacked potting. I gotta talk about Jokic for a minute. Now that you bring him up, I gotta ask Jokic a favor, a big favor, bro. A big favor. I just gotta ask Nikola Jokic one thing, bro. Like, Jokic, could you please stop flopping, dude? Like, my gosh, bro, this guy, him and Luka Doncic are the worst, bro. They flop all over the place. And it's so hard to watch this guy just flopping all over the place. Like, stop flopping. You 6'10", 6'11", 280 pounds. Ain't nobody moving you. Stop flopping all that dumb. Like, nobody want. That's not basketball, bro. Nobody want to keep seeing that. Gabe Vincent puts his hand on his back, act like this dude killed him or something, bro. Like, just stop flopping. Luka Doncic do the same thing. That's why I can't watch certain players when they just be doing all that flopping. Marcus Smart, same thing. Stop flopping all over the place like somebody just killed you. As far as the stat pattern goes, I mean, Jokic is just a person that just knows how to control that stat sheet, bro. I mean, I think it's pure. I enjoy it because it just shows that he's also he thinks about the game. He thinks the game through. I enjoy watching it. I don't enjoy watching this shit, but I enjoy watching him, control the offensive side of the ball and, being the anchor to that offense in Denver. I enjoy watching that's brilliance. That's being smart. That's being intelligent. So, I mean, it's probably not stat pattern. It's just basically him just controlling the game. He just knows to be at the right place at the right time. Um, yeah, you just gotta stop flopping, bro. Like, I mean, stop that shit. That's just taking the class out the game. But so I gotta say this again. What I see in this game and going to game four is really now they're about to be at the time where the adjustments don't matter. Like the adjustments are pretty much about to be done. This is the last game. So what can Miami do to fix the problem? First of all, of course they gotta start early and actually I don't think Miami's actually held a lead over 12 points this series. If somebody can correct me if I'm wrong, but I don't other than game two when they're up by 10 points, that lead evaporated very quick. But they need to give back Denver the same medicine that they gave them tonight. They gotta get them like you gotta beat them decisively at home in game four. They can't come in there trying to make the game close and make it, you know what I'm saying, competitive. Because now Denver's gonna be playing free in game four. They already got the split, so they're gonna be like, oh, we're going back home, we're gonna be playing free. And that's another thing about I want to talk about Miami's makeup, bro. Miami does a lot of stuff to make it hard for themselves to, you know what I'm saying, come out of series like this. Like I told Bruce this just about an hour and a half ago. I said they remind me so much of the Clippers. They remind me so much of the Clippers, just how hard they choose to make things for them to actually win. Fouls, bad shot selection. You know what I'm saying? Their attention to detail. They just choose to, you know, make it hard. Like if Miami wins game four, expect them to, if they win game five, expect them to lose game six. Or if they lose game five, expect them to lose game six as well. Like they're so unpredictable, bro. They're so inconsistent. That's why people walk around call them mid. They call them mid Miami Heat because they like the consistency is just up and down. Like you just get tired of watching it. Like that's just what I saw was not Miami Heat basketball tonight. So hopefully they get it together, man, for game four. I'm pretty sure they will. But I know they didn't go through that loss last year and they lost, you know what I'm saying, in the conference finals for this. I know they didn't damn near give up a game seven loss to Boston in the series before to go out like this. I know they didn't get beat by the Lakers in the bubble to go out like they've been through enough wars and battles where they should not be taking they should be taking every opportunity, advantage of every opportunity. So adjustments is they gotta because what Denver did, they went back to having Jamal being a scorer again and Jokic being the playmaker. So again, if they're gonna make it like this, you know what I'm saying, 2-on-2, Jokic is better than Bam, and Jimmy is a better overall player than Jamal, but Jamal's a better scorer. So that kind of, you know, factors in, like, you know what I'm saying, who's the better duo. Of course, it's Jokic and Jamal Murray because they complement each other, you know, on offense so well. You know what I'm saying? So I think, and I also think the gap between Jokic and Bam is wider than the gap between Jamal and Jimmy. So Jimmy's better than Jamal, but the gap is not entirely big. It's not real wide. But the gap between Jokic and Bam is actually, you know, considerably wide. I mean, Bam had 22 and 17 tonight. What did Jokic have? He had, I mean, triple doubles is you losing count. He had 21. He had 32, 21, and 10. He had 21 rebounds. And like I said, when it comes to rebounding the ball, it's not about how high you can jump. It's about how you can position your body to get the rebound. Like what is he? Bam's 6'9", Jokic is 6'11", so that's not too big of a difference. Now he has the girth over Jokic, I mean over Bam, like as far as how just big he is, but I mean he's not as tall as Bam. I mean he's not super taller than Bam. So let me go ahead and like this link so I can let y'all in. Again, hit that like button, man. For the people coming in here, man, hit that like button, man. So uh see. Pick 180. I thought y'all said MB was on big man. I mean, I just don't like the flopping period. I've never been the type to flop consistently. I've never been that type to just want to flop all over the place instead of play basketball. Right? Bruce, what's good, man?
Hey, man, what's up?
Trying to figure this out. What just happened?
The Heat just playing. I mean, they should have won game three. Now they must win game four.
But take me
So,
to what happened.
I knew the Heat were not gonna win the game because they missed all those easy layups at the rim. Bam was missing all those easy layups. Butler was missing all those easy layups. And when Strauss is not hitting the three, he's not gonna do anything else. When he's not hitting the three, he doesn't do anything else. He keeps reaching, even though he cannot get the ball, he keeps fouling. And days ago, couple weeks ago, I said Duncan Robinson should start because when he's on the game in the game, the offense is better. Because when Strauss starts, the Heat have to crawl, crawl, you know, hustle to get to score. The offense is so terrible, man. The offense is so terrible. I'd rather watch a terrible movie, like a Jennifer Lopez Ben Affleck movie. Come on, man. Uh, 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 you know, Jimmy Butler was aggressive tonight, but
Yeah.
he was not. The aggressive was. I don't know if that was a good aggressive. You know, they keep wanting Kevin Love to shoot threes. I mean, Kevin Love could post. Why is he not to posting? Why is always jumpers? Why is always jumpers? They did not made Jokic work. Bam could have dominated Jokic, but he keeps setting for the jumper, right? And they play through the whole almost the whole first half, like the whole first quarter. I'm like, when is he gonna put Duncan Robinson? I don't get it. I don't care. I don't know why. Strus is like Marcus Morris for Spoelstra.
Mm. Yep.
You know,
Yeah.
there's another guy that's better for the team, but you keep putting the same guy. You know, Strus is like Marcus Morris for Spoelstra.
And
And
Duncan Robinson's like Terrence Mann.
yeah, man. Because when he gets in the game is better, and the other players gets wide open. Gabe Vincent needs to stop fouling. Those do those stupid fouls. You're too valuable. You're too valuable. You know. Now I see that uh Kyle Lowry wincing. I hope he's not really hurt. He's not hurt that bad, but he was wincing at the end of the game. I don't
Yeah,
know.
man.
There's another. Yeah, Yeah, sorry, go ahead.
He, he's banged up, man. He's older. He's
Yeah.
37.
Well,
What were you gonna say?
he runs faster than Zeller. I don't know why he keeps playing Zeller. You had High Smith on the bench. Play High Smith. Why is he not playing High Smith? We have to beg Spolstra to play High Smith. I don't get it. High
Yeah.
Smith, every time he goes to the game, is always positive. At this point, I'd rather play Adonis Haslam over Zeller. Seriously.
Ah! No, you
I
wouldn't,
run
bro.
I run to I run from my couch to the fridge faster than Zeller.
Well,
They let Brown babysit them tonight. Brown, really? He was dominating. They could not stop him.
he had his career high tonight of 15 points. I don't know who was guarding him. Who was guarding him?
I don't know. Nobody, obviously. And and the rotation was not even there was not even a lot of players for Denver because my Michael Malone has no trust on MPJ. He barely plays. He rather play Bruce Brown because Michael Porter Jr. if he's not shooting the three, he can do nothing else.
Facts. And what
The
did he shoot?
offense
He shot
doesn't
one
look
for
well.
seven tonight.
Yeah,
He shot 1 for 7.
and he plays Jokic and Murray a lot of minutes, a lot of minutes.
44 and 45. Look at that.
Man,
But they're
man,
efficient,
the
Bruce. Look at
Heat
how
gave the
efficient
game
they
away,
are.
man. Yeah,
Look
the
how
Heat gave
efficient.
the
Look
game
how
away
efficient
tonight.
they. Look how efficient they are. Look how efficient Jokic and Murray are.
Yeah, the other night I said that I don't know who said it, but I said I didn't see Butler shut down Murray. Murray just didn't was scoring. He was just done being aggressive enough. But I was told that Butler will shut down Murray. Butler is always running behind Murray. He's always behind him, always.
Yeah.
So and then they changed. They put Callum Martin. Yeah, that's even worse.
Yeah. I don't know why they. Well, what you think Highsmith been able a better job?
Yes, I don't know why he doesn't play High Smith.
I think he'll do
Stop
it in
let
game 4. I think he's gonna. I think he's gonna bench Juice, and I think
Yeah.
Highsmith's gonna get minutes.
Hmm, okay. I don't know, man. That's why I
They,
told you Miami needs to win game three. They need to win those two games. That was must wins, game three and game four.
mm, they
And
can.
if they
If
lose
they
game
win
four,
game 4, if
I can see Miami losing game four. But I learned my lesson, so no.
I can see Miami winning game 4 and 5 and losing game 6
And seven.
and 7. Hmm. Bubba said, Highsmith can slow down Jamal. Yep, he can.
He's a good player. I think he's good. I don't know why he doesn't play
Big
him.
Tone love him.
I don't know
Big
why
Tone love
Spurs doesn't
Highsmith.
play him. I don't get it, man.
You said what?
I don't know why Spolstra doesn't play him. Every time I see the Zeller coming into the game, I'm like, oh no, here
Salute,
we go.
salute, salute.
Yeah. What's up, man?
Man, what's going on? Man, I was emphatically wrong, man. Man, the Nuggets extinguished the Heat, man. Their size, athleticism, Christian Brown. It was a Brown blitzkrieg in this game. He was awesome. Jamal Murray, Nikola Jokic, the 1-2 punch. combo, just amazing. Like your French fries or chicken wings, sweet, amazing. I mean, did you know Jamal Murray and Joker are the first duo ever to have a triple double in the NBA Finals in the same game? Like amazing. Joker has his first 30-20-10 game. I'm talking about overall, it's the first 30-20-10 game ever in NBA Finals history. Joker had 21 boards, 32 points, and 10 dishes. Murray had a 30 triple double. And also Aaron Gordon had a big game too, playing hard nosed defense, getting into the lane, 11 points, 10 boards. Michael Porter's been trash in these last two games. Michael Porter's been garbage in these games. Christian Braun did what Michael Porter was supposed to do. So, which is crazy though. Christian Braun was the X factor in this game, was the game ball. Not only scoring, but defending into the lane, the backdoor cut, the head fake. This amazing. And here's what kills me with the Heat, right? Why in the living hell are you seeing Lowry and Martin and Vincent guarding Joker in the block? It's stupid. Like, why are you switching everything via the Heat? Play man and man. Stop with the zone crap, though. Denver's too smart, man. And also, think about this, right? Max Strus, 1 for 7. Gabe Vincent, 2 for 10. Caleb Murray, he had one good second quarter, and he didn't do anything after that. Kevin Love, he didn't have much of an impact. He shot well from 3, but the dude only had 2 rebounds. Like, that's unacceptable. Jimmy Butler had a good start, but he did not have a real impact in this game. The only guys I thought had a real impact was Bam Adebayo and Duncan Robinson. And that's the thing right there. If the Heat want to win this series, they got to crash the glass. Getting killed by 25 on the boards, that's a pain in the butt. And they got to do a better job playing man-to-man defense and ball pressure guys. Why not use Highsmith? Not only for containing Murray, but a guy that can hit the 3 and can fly to the hoop. It's ridiculous if you're a Heat fan. I'm a Knicks fan, mind you, but you got to get the Nuggets credit. And they play with intensity. While the Heat, they just left the game in Denver. They left the game at the Mile High. That's what I'm done.
Yeah. I gotta agree with a lot of stuff. Bruce, did you say you had something else? My bad. I thought you had something else you wanted to say.
No, go ahead. Go ahead.
All right. Yeah. Everybody coming here. My man plays for keeps. Salute, man. He said Miami won't play. Stop playing zone.
They should.
Here's the thing. I think the zone is because they're trying to not look as small as what they are. They're trying to use that zone to their advantage where they can be more scrappy. Because if you if it's a man to man, you gotta look at it like, okay, well, they're gonna be outmatched somewhere because of the size Denver has. So if you have in the zone, it's gonna be more help defense. But the problem is like if the zone isn't working on stretches of the game, you gotta start switching it up and going from man to zone at some point, because at some point it's just gonna be looking like, okay, well, and this is what Spo is like. He reminds me of Ty Lue a lot. That's our team, the Clippers. He has something set that he wants to do, a game plan for the rest of the game, and he will refuse to switch it up, or he'll be in a position of the game where it's like too late and they're like fighting and crawling and get back in the game. Highsmith, you're right, should have been playing. To me, he played 2 minutes tonight. I don't know why. He don't want to play certain guys. Like Strus is one of his favorites, and he doesn't really want to deal with Highsmith, or I don't think he really wants to play Duncan Robinson. That favoritism can't really. You're gonna ruffle feathers in that locker room.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, man. And another thing too, the Heat were just stuck in quicksand all night. Even their offense. Where's the give and go? Where's the swing passing? Where's the drive and cut? This team was playing pop a shot from downtown rather than use the mid-range shot. Get Joker in foul trouble. Michael Porter, Aaron Gordon in foul trouble. Christian Braun. They didn't do a lot of that at all. And that's why they got absolutely smothered in this game, though. Look, I don't think the series is over. I know many people think the series is over. Remember, the Heat got blown out in game 1 for the most part, and then came back to win game 2. The series is not over. Again, until the Nuggets win 2 more games, the Heat still have a chance,
Exactly. I mean, this is what the Heat is. They'll win game 4. I think they'll win game 4. So this is what will happen probably. I'm not trying to put it out there, but I'm just giving a scenario. they can win game 5, and what their makeup and what I've seen with their patterns, they're not going to close out the game, like close out the series when they're supposed to. If they win game 4 and 5, they're
12, 3,
not
2, 1,
closing out.
go.
They're gonna it's gonna be a 7 game series because there's just their makeup, how they like things. They just do things the hard way. I don't know
Tell me
why.
about it.
They just that's how they are. That's how they're built. So you would think, okay, let's go and end it back in Miami for game 6. That's not who they are, bro. They're gonna find a way to mess it up.
Very possible. This is well, both teams are kind of weird, especially both teams are kind of weird. Like, think about how wacky this series could be, right? Like, I'm not saying this is going to happen, but I'm just saying a hypothetical. Denver could win game 4, go up 3-1. Miami somehow wins game 5, and then Denver closes it out in 6. Or this goes 7 games and Miami wins a game 7 on the road. You know, that's how wacky the series could be.
Yeah. I'm not counting Miami out. I got people saying, "Oh, look at Denver just overmatched." No, Miami, they need a wake up like every other game to like be like, okay, it's over. Like game 1, everybody like you had people saying Denver is just too much for Miami. I told people Denver didn't really dominate Miami nor on the stat sheet. They get back in game 2, they win game 2. They start saying, okay, we're going back home to Miami. They get a chance to play in front of their crowd. They get relaxed and they get comfortable. Get busted in the face. So now game 4 is going to be a game to me where they're going to come out and play like how they were supposed to play tonight.
Yeah, agreed.
Yeah.
Another thing too, though, what's
Yeah.
shocking is that Reggie Jackson has some burn in this game. I know he only had 1 minute, but he had some burn. I liked how Mike Malone went deep in his bench a little bit, though. Went deep in his bag a little bit.
That was really a burn. I don't think that
I
was
don't
a burn.
understand why they played that man 1 minute. I'm sorry.
That was
They
not
played
really
that
a
man
burn,
one
man.
minute. That was like I don't know what the hell that was, but it's 1 minute.
Really a burn, man.
Yeah, man. He shot one shot
And
and had 1 rebound and 1 assist.
Crazy.
yeah,
Yeah.
that was not really a burn. I'm sorry, Miami lost, beat themselves tonight by
Oh,
playing
big time.
stupid.
So
By
you
playing
don't you,
stupid.
you don't think Denver beat them, Bruce?
No,
I think it's both.
Miami lost the first quarter because Denver was scared. They were playing scared in the first quarter. Miami could have blown them out in the first quarter because they were missing all those layups, all those bunnies at the rim, and they keep putting the Struce guy
Michael Porter.
cannot start. The Struce cannot start. The Struce guy cannot
Great.
start. I've been saying this. And
Right.
and and you have advantage with Michael Porter Jr., who's not interested in guarding. When he doesn't score, he's done. He's done. And
They didn't
I
tap
don't know
Michael
the
Porter at all.
rotation of Spoelstra.
To add to your point, they didn't attack Michael Porter, Aaron Gordon at all. Why not attack Michael Porter on drives, Aaron Gordon? You know what I mean? Why not attack Christian Brown? And Christian Brown, not only was he great on offense in this game, the dude was a bloodhound on defense, man. Getting steals like he's trying to get Christmas cookies, like trying to get Christmas cookies from a tray, and he was finishing at the rim like a boss. Man, he was awesome.
I'm,
And
I'm,
then,
I'm sorry. So why Jimmy Butler always trying to score on three people? Why
excuse me.
is not trying to get an easy basket?
Mm,
He don't know how to.
All the Miami players, yeah,
He works too
go ahead.
hard to score, man. He works too hard to
yes.
score.
It's crazy.
And early in the game, the dude was missing chibis in the paint early in the game.
He's been doing that all series, bro. Like he misses.
Yeah.
I mean, how many layups has he missed?
A gazillion.
Jeez, man.
He really hasn't had a playoff Butler Jimmy McBuckets type of game yet, and he hasn't really had that. The only guys I thought really played their best was I know Bam shot poor, but I thought Bam's effort was there, and I thought Duncan Robinson tried a little bit. But other than that, everyone else either packed it in or really didn't have an impact. You know.
Yeah, I mean, for Duncan Robinson to have more points than Strus in less time, like he had 14 minutes to 24 to Strus, shot less shots and was more fit. That's all you need to know to show who should be starting.
Agreed. Agreed. If you're Spo, if you're hearing us, because Spo's hearing us, how about actually listen and put Robinson in the shooting guard position? And not just that, Robinson could put the ball on the floor if you guys notice off the backdoor cut and stuff.
Oh yeah, yeah, and he's a little bit taller than Struz too.
Mm-hmm.
So I think he stretches the. I think his ability to handle the ball a little bit, handle the rock, and put some a little pressure on the defense. I think the defense will respect him more because I mean, like Bruce said, Struz is just a shooter. If he ain't shooting, he ain't doing nothing else.
Agreed.
Now, surprisingly, he had 5 assists, but I mean that's what you have Jimmy and Gabe and those guys to be a point guard. Not there to give assists, you're there to score. So
Yeah,
Yeah,
but
I mean, the Heat could have put the Nuggets in so much foul trouble.
they
They
could
stopped
have
attacking the basket. They
agreed.
started
They kept
shooting.
threes and jumpers. Yeah. Yep.
yeah, it was only 53-48 in the first half, and then all of a sudden they start taking bad shots, and
Yep.
I don't. So game 4, y'all think Miami winning?
Yeah, I think he tied up.
I don't know.
Because remember, Denver's a tough team, but Denver's inconsistent themselves too sometimes.
I'm not picking. I'm not picking against Miami, but I don't know. I know Big Tone is gonna hate me, whatever. But I don't know,
I have
man.
I have a weird feeling that he gonna win game 4. I think the Heat win game 4. They have no choice. They lose game 4. This series is virtually over.
Yeah, you know what's gonna be funny? They could be up 3-1 on them, and then they win their next two, and it's go to game
Next to
7.
it, or holy hell, did he come back from? I'm not saying it's gonna happen, or did he come back from 3-1, win the series? Imagine that, and win it twice in Denver. Kind of what the Cavs did to the Warriors in 2016. Imagine that.
But that just shows you how they like things hard. Like who has lost both games at their home court and actually came back and won the series, like
Well,
down
that
three
was
one.
The Clippers.
down for. But what you saying?
No, no, I'm saying what team in NBA history has done that? Like you lose both of your
The
games at
Clippers.
home and then come back win the series and win the series.
No, the Clippers were not. The Clippers never came back
Uh
from 3.
oh, I'm sorry. You're talking about finals because I know the Clippers lost their first two games at home to the Mavericks.
No, but he's
They
talking
went
about
down 3-1, down 3-1.
down 3-1.
Oh,
He's talking
that
about down 3.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
mean
man.
the Warriors maybe. I don't know.
No, the Warriors didn't. No, the Warriors didn't lose. No, the Warriors in 2016 lost game 1 at home. That was it. That was the only home loss in that series. But you
It's like
talk.
home court don't even matter no more.
That's not.
Mm,
Imagine the road
yeah.
teams went out. Like think about this, guys. Imagine the road teams went out. Imagine the Nuggets win game 4, and then the Heat win game 5 in a row, and then the Nuggets could get it done in 6. Imagine that. Kind of, like the Warriors Raptors series in 2019. Like Toronto won game 1 at home. Golden State won game 2 on the road. Toronto won games 3 and 4 in Golden State. Golden State won game 5 in Toronto, and then the Raptors won game 6 against the Warriors on the road. It could be that type of series.
I mean, yeah, it's like you don't want to see Miami in that position, but yeah, the aggression changed in the second half.
By far.
Definitely did, bro.
They didn't use their athleticism. They didn't use their athleticism at all. This team was ball watching a whole lot. This team was ball watching and not fighting through screens.
Sure was.
Mm.
We'll see what happens. I don't think Denver's unbeatable at all. I
Agreed.
think I think they just have a great system. They have a great foundation, man. Like everybody
Mhm.
knows their spots. Everybody knows what they need to do. They don't go outside of who they are. And I mean, it's consistent, bro. And I think Murray's that little edge that they give him that little spark where Jokic is the engine and like control, but you got to have somebody to give you that spark, and that's what
Mhm.
if
Jamal
if
is.
if if I'm the Heat, I don't bother with Gordon shooting outside. I just try to double Murray or Jokic.
And what give
And
and also give Michael.
I try to see if Michael Porter Jr. is still cold. And then I don't
Yeah,
bother
Michael
to guard
Porter's
those
cool.
two. I
Hey,
don't bother
bro,
to guard
right?
those
Did you
two
know
wing.
Michael Porter's three? Did you guys know that Michael Porter's 3 of 19 from three in the series?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty
I just
bad.
I just try to double. I just like have one player in the middle of the lane,
Hmm.
try to cheat. And then
Yeah,
that's the way I would do it.
Probably.
yeah, he ain't gonna put the ball on the floor. So
Yeah, Michael Porter. Yeah, Michael Porter's more of a shooter. Okay, you get to the sup, man. What a demolition! What's going on, man?
I mean, Denver, they don't respect Zeller so much. They don't even use a backup center, right? They're using Jeff Green.
Hi, what's going on, Andres?
What's going
what's
on?
up, man? Just what's up, man?
Oh, here we go.
Bruce, what you say? Here we go for?
So
Yeah, it's gonna be
yeah,
the Nuggets celebration.
that's right. Two triple doubles in one finals. Gotta
First time
love it.
ever. First time ever.
Yeah.
And
So
then Christian Brown was awesome too, man.
oh, he's a surprise at the game. Wow, he did everything. He played defense, scored 15 points. He still doesn't have a jumper yet, but he's boy, he sure was slashing and attacking the rim and getting rebounds and everything. That guy hustles. I'm telling you.
He's a junkyard dog. Yep, that's something Michael Porter should be doing.
He too
Yeah.
pretty for that.
Well, Porter's can't find a shot yet, so but
Yeah, but
but
Aaron Gordon pulled out too.
He ain't found a shot yet. We it's the finals. I mean, I
Yeah,
thought he would have
Michael.
found a shot by now.
Yeah, Michael Porter's 3 of 19 from three in the series.
yeah. Well, he's rebounding and actually playing a little bit of defense, but Bruce Brown
Yeah.
is really taking over. Bruce Brown, the Browns are taking over the Porter's spot, huh?
Yeah, they have.
So so yeah,
Bruce
but
Brown played well defensively too. Yep. The Nuggets, and I also love the Nuggets offense. The lob, the give and go, the beautiful screens, the drop, the high pick and pop, pick and roll. The Denver Nuggets to me, I'm not saying they're as good as this team, but the Denver Nuggets to me kind of remind me of the old San Antonio Spurs with Duncan, Parker, and Ginobili because they moved the ball so well and play hard nosed defense when they want to.
yeah, it's a little
Um,
bit of the Warriors and the Spurs, I think. So yeah, the way they move the ball and the way the hardly any isolation plays, and that's why it's so hard to guard. I think
Hmm.
so. But
What do you think happens?
what's your overall feelings on Game 4?
I think Heat win game four. I think the Heat win game four, but I will say this. I think the Heat win game four, but one, they might need Tyler Hero. Two, they got to put Duncan Robinson in the starting lineup. Three, play Highsmith more. And four, stop jacking up threes and use the mid range shot. I got the Heat winning game four.
What about you, Andres?
well, I noticed that they started guarding the 3 point line. Uh, well, if they hit their threes, they'll win game four. But if they don't hit their threes, then it'll go to Denver again.
But what do you
So
think happens? You think the Nuggets go 3-1 or you think the Heat tie it up?
it's going to be a close game. So I think Denver takes the next one too.
So they go up 3-1. Okay. You think they win in five? Because if they win game four, it's virtually over. You think they win in five?
Well, I'm not so sure about Game 5, but we'll see.
Right. Well, technically, even though it's beneficial, technically, since the Nuggets recaptured home court advantage, they don't need to win another game in Miami. Obviously, it will be beneficial, but you know what I mean? Because since they just won game 3 on the road, they don't need to win another game in Miami. All they could do is just win at home, you know?
Yeah. Well, I noticed one thing about the Miami Heat today is that that team never gives up.
They
I
try to
think I think the coach gave up before the players gave up.
they put within 9, bro. They put within 9 with a man to go. And don't forget and don't forget Murray used his off on Caleb Martin though, which could have been. I'm not saying it was, but I'm saying it could have been a flagrant foul, which means 2 shots that probably put within free throws would have put within 7. Who knows? You know.
Yeah, it could have been a
Yeah, that's
flagrant
the
foul,
problem.
but there
Had
there
to
were. Go ahead.
go ahead.
Well, they were all over him. They were fouling him, and
Yeah.
I think that was the fault of the referee letting it go that far. So, but
Mhm.
yeah, it could have been a flagrant foul, but they were all over him.
Right. That's a good point.
They didn't even grab the ball on that play.
Nope. Nope. You were seeing something pull up.
I thought that was a play on, but I kind of see why they called it. I mean, they were real happy with that. Was and another thing, Andres, you gotta tell Jokic to stop flopping.
Okay.
You guys tell him to stop flopping, bro. I mean, come on, like dude's 280. You got little Gabe Vincent give you a nudge in the back and you just fall over. I mean, come on, man. He too good for that.
Yeah, I know. But he doesn't fall half as much as Embiid does, though.
Yeah, it's
But
close.
he gets half the free throws that Embiid does. So,
Yeah, I say Embiid does flop a little more,
but
but
yeah, Jokic is flopping, no doubt about it. Especially in that Lakers series. So
yeah.
I noticed you showed a photo of him flopping in the Lakers series. That he was flopping pretty good in the Lakers series. So,
I mean, and that's not taken away from it. Like he was the best player on the court by far. He completely outplayed Anthony Davis. So definitely not knocking him there. I'm just not big on flopping. Period. Like I just think, especially when you bigger than everybody.
Well,
So
next year there's gonna be fines for flopping, so
good,
should
no,
be
good.
interesting.
they've been fines. They're actually gonna.
Nah, they
They've,
slow
they've
down a
been
little bit.
fines
Now there's
already.
a rule.
Good.
There's a rule.
They're actually
Yeah,
going to
good.
give a more of a penalty, I think, for flopping. I don't know what it is, but they've been giving fines. They haven't really enforced it, but they've been giving fines.
They
That's
Well,
can charge
actually
more.
Jokic
They can
has an
charge more.
Jokic has an habit now to talk to the referees all the time. It's like he has the Luca disease now.
Yep,
Every
that's
time
it.
it's turning to the ref asking for a call. I'm like, dude, play. You know.
well. Come on, Luka Doncic takes it to another level,
Hmm.
and
Let me hear it.
Kyle Lowry has never fouled in 23 years of playing, I guess. So, from what I see,
Nah,
every
Kyle
time.
Lowry's reckless. He's definitely reckless. Ain't no doubt about it. He's definitely reckless.
But yeah, there's some
So Andres,
complainers there's some complainers in this league. No doubt about it.
so
So
Andres, do you think that Denver is gonna win Game 4?
yeah, I said that.
Okay,
So
so
I think
you do, after seeing game tonight, you don't see any weaknesses. I've seen weaknesses. I see weaknesses.
we well the I s- I see that Miami doesn't use the mid range game, and that's been the only person that really uses the mid range game is
Butler
uh
and Bam. Butler and Bam.
exactly.
If
But
I
the
was
rest of
Postra,
them just shoot.
I would have done the hack of Gordon because he was missing the free throws tonight.
Good point. That's what he could have done. And also the Nuggets did a good job getting their offense early in the shot clock though. They used their clock as their friend. The Heat didn't do a good job ball pressure, and I agree.
They
Fouling
use
Gordon
all
would
the
have been
clock.
right. All the clock, yeah.
They use all
but
the
did
clock because their offense is so bad and they have to shoot a stupid shot. because of the shot clock.
But Miami shoots a lot of threes anyway. I mean, they basically lose
By
and win
by
games
bad
on
shooters, bad
on the
shooters,
3-point line, right? They basically
and they have Duncan Robinson, and they keep him on the bench. Ridiculous to me.
Yeah, they
well,
they
it's probably
they,
time.
they
It's time.
Spoelstra has a set group of guys who he likes, and he's gonna keep playing them. He's gonna keep playing them. Yeah.
Well,
You
they
guys
better
think
win Friday.
right? The better. Yeah, I want to ask you. Do you think Tyler Hero's going to come back for Game 4 or no?
They should bring him back
I
because he
don't
can
think
break
he
people
is.
off the dribble.
I don't think he is.
The problem
Yeah.
with
I don't think so.
Strus and Duncan Robinson and all those guys, they can't really create their own shot.
At all? Yeah.
What? Duncan Robinson can create
Tyler
his shot.
Hero can't.
I mean,
Tyler
Duncan
Hero
Robinson
can.
sometimes. Duncan Robinson sometimes.
Well, he's a good cutter. That's for sure. But Tyler Hero, isn't
Man,
he known for?
Strauss forgot his talent. Did not bring his talent to Southbridge, man.
Mm.
Isn't Tyler Hero known for breaking down the defenses
Yeah.
with his dribble?
Yeah. Yes.
Really?
Yeah.
I've never seen that, but okay.
Well, he's been scoring 20 points a game for the whole year, so he must be able to do
Yeah.
something.
Mm. What adjustments do you think Miami has?
Play. Use
Bench
more
Strauss.
Highsmith.
No
Bench Strus.
more Zeller.
Yeah. Start with the Zeller experiment. It
Play
is over.
Highsmith.
And also ball pressure. They got to do more ball pressure, and they got to, I'm not saying stop the zone. I made mistakes saying stop the zone. Not stop the zone, but use it when it's necessary. Use more man. Use it when it's necessary.
Right. Right. That's true. That's very true.
And get Michael Porter. Get Michael Porter, Aaron Gordon, Chris Joker in foul trouble, and Murray too.
How do you get Murray in foul trouble?
I mean, just attack him constantly. Well, because Murray can gamble sometimes. Just attack him constantly, though. Let him lean into you. Let him lean into you.
Yeah, it's true.
Murray don't play hard enough defense to get into foul trouble.
Good point.
Well, he doesn't need to play defense because the Heat do not shoot the ball well. Their offense is terrible.
I
thought Butler was again passing it to the 3-point shooters too often. I think he should have took Murray to the hole more. So, but I guess he's not as. I guess he's not as a. What would you say? He's not a. He's hesitant about attacking. I was surprised because I thought he was more aggressive than that. So. But every time Murray's on him, he's got to attack him.
Right. What do you guys think? Do you think Michael Porter has a big game 4? What's it feeling?
No.
Okay.
No.
What do you think, Bruce, Mero, and Andres? You think Michael Porter has a big game 4?
I don't know. You never know.
Right.
But
what do you think? Right.
I think he's frustrated and he's trying to force threes. So, I don't think they need Michael Porter Jr. right now.
Okay. What do you think,
They did the
Andres?
same thing they did tonight.
Right. What do you think, Andres? You think Michael Porter busts out in Game 4?
Well, if he busts out, it's going to be very hard to beat the Nuggets. So,
Right. I'm agreeing with you. You think he will?
no.
Okay. Mm,
I think he
but
might be another year or two away from
yeah,
Ooh,
finding his confidence.
Michael Porter.
yeah, I think that's his game. He's not gonna do anything else. He's just gonna try to shoot threes.
Yeah. Right. But another guy who balled out, I thought Aaron Gordon balled out too. His hustle and his muscle, playing good hard nosed defense, getting to the paint. I thought Aaron Gordon balled out too. What do you think?
I'm not. I was not impressed by Aaron Gordon
Hmm.
at
What do you think?
all.
Right. What do you think, Andres? I thought Gordon played pretty well. Not great, but I thought he played decent. You?
Gordon is very important to uh, to the interior defense of Denver. Believe it or not, ever since Gordon became part of the team, they're uh, they're a lot better at defending the paint. I don't. It really helps Jokic out with Gordon on the floor. Believe it or not,
I
so
don't think
Gordon's
the
a
Heat were attacking the
key
paint. They
part to
were
that
setting
defense.
for jumpers.
He was shooting threes and
That's why.
Jays.
That's why Bema Babayo was like 7 for 21. I think.
Yeah, he was. Yeah. He didn't attack the middle. He was just shooting jumpers at the elbow.
Well, the paint points were ridiculously in Denver's favor. So uh, I think Gordon really helps out Jokic to guard that paint. So and Bam Adebayo doesn't really attack the rim like he should. He
Agreed.
settles for jumpers.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. hmm
Here's what I think. If the Heat win Game 4, I think this is going 7. If not, Nuggets winning 5.
Hmm. I think this today was the one of the worst NBA Finals game I've ever seen.
Big time. Big time.
Why is that, Bruce?
Uh, I can see Miami was playing. It was like, okay, we Miami, we just gonna we're not gonna take the game seriously. And then
What?
blowout happened in the second half.
Yeah.
It's like Miami was like a team that they have confidence. Like, okay, if we lose this game, we can win the series. You cannot they cannot play like that. I mean, you could take control of the series by winning game 3. Put the pressure
Yeah.
on Denver.
Going to Game
That's why
4.
I said the last time I was on here, I said people were saying, "Oh, Miami's gonna be at home." I said they lost the last 2 games at home, and look what
Mm-hmm.
happened.
And they got smoked in this game. Because think about that. If the Heat had won Game 3 and 4, think about this, guys. All Miami really had to do was just win at home. Since they really got their split in Denver, all they had to do was just win at home and they win the championship. Now, since the Nuggets snatched home court, Gesundheit, by the way. Now, since the fact that the Nuggets snatched and rest of the way home court advantage, now he got to win a game in Denver, potentially 2 in Denver. If you lose Game 4, that'd be tough.
Yeah, I'm happy.
But
I was just really happy that they guarded the 3-point line.
Is somebody saying something? I can hear.
what you say, man? You low. You volume's low.
Oh, can you hear me now?
Yeah.
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 So Yeah, I'm happy. We're in a good position. We guarded the 3-point line for the first time in the series, and it ended up being a 15-point victory.
Yeah,
So if they keep on guarding the 3-point line, I think that the we either win or we'll lose close games.
right.
So I don't think Miami can beat blow us out without them.
3-point line, I can agree with that. I don't think they would. But this series is far from over. People saying, "Oh, it's over." It's far from over. You still gotta play the games. You know, you never know what may happen. It's far. I'm a Knicks fan, mind you, Andres. I'm a Knicks fan. I'm not a Heat fan. I'm a Knicks fan. But this series is far from over. And Denver used their size a lot. They exploit mismatches a lot in the paint. Whole lot.
As a Knicks fan, do you want Chris Paul on your team?
I like CP3, I like CP3, but I don't think that's gonna work though. How would him and Brunson fit? I love Chris Paul, but how would him and Brunson fit though? And for that to happen, you have to pretty much put Quigley at the 2 guard. Will Chris Paul even want to listen to tips? You know? So I'll be 50-50 with that. I mean, I wouldn't mind it. I'm just saying I'll be 50-50 with that.
BJ, you still here?
I'm here. I'm here. Shit, I'm waiting for somebody else to go before I kind of get my final
Yeah,
thought.
the game was so terrible. I have nothing to say. Um,
The Heat look dead in offensively, man. That's all I have to say. The
I
Heat
could
look
go off
defense.
more, but
What offense? What off?
They didn't
What
run
off?
plays.
That was terrible, man. What you saying, Bruce?
I could go off more. But the Heat proved me wrong
I
last
was wrong tonight
series,
too.
so I'm gonna shut up for now. But if they lose the next game,
It's over.
I'm gonna yeah, because this is one of the worst offense I've ever seen in the finals.
They
One of
were
the
the worst
worst
offense
offense.
in the league.
And I've saw the Sixers in 2001. This is worse than the Sixers. You know, there was 5 minutes left, and their offense was so slow. It's always like 1 second, 2 seconds on the clock before they shoot the ball,
Mm-hmm.
and it's always the stupid trying to. It's like a bailout shot.
Mm-hmm.
So if they want Dame in the team next year, if although Dame wish to play for the Miami Heat, they should do it.
I would consider.
Mm.
What do you guys think? You think that he needed Damian Lillard or no? What do you think, BJ Matthews?
They could have used Dame this today.
Oh yeah, I mean Dame is one of the top 5 clutch players in the league. I mean,
To
obviously with
me,
that
Dame's
ability, yeah.
Dame's a great. Hear me out for this, all right? I'm not trying to hate on Dame. Dame's a great player, but in the playoffs, you gotta use context with Dame in the playoffs. He's kind of inconsistent. The dude shoots 41% in the playoffs. Look, I know he's played great teams like the Warriors, Pelicans. I get it, but you can't ignore the fact the dude shoots 41% in the playoffs and 42% elimination games and 29% from three. Dame to me is more clutch in the regular season, and yes, he's hit some deadly shots in the first round of the playoffs. But other than that, can you really name me a dominant other than the
More
series against
clutch
the
in the
Rock?
regular season. Have you seen
No,
the clutch shots he made in the
I say he's
postseason?
clutch. I say yeah, but that's in the first round of the playoffs, though. That's what I'm saying. Against the Rockets in 2014 and the Thunder in 2019, and I give him credit for Game 5 in 2021. But other than that, Dame's just 41% in the playoffs though, and 42% elimination games. and 29% from three. You can't just ignore that.
But that's better than Struth. That's better than Struth and Kyle
No,
Lowry.
no, no, I agree with that. I do think they could use a Dame in this game. I'm just saying that Dame is kind of up and down in the playoffs. That's what I'm saying. He's a great player, but you can't ignore the facts I just gave you. You can't just ignore them.
Okay.
Good
Dame to
point.
me,
That's a good point.
Dame's kind of up and Dame's too inconsistent for me in the playoffs. I'm not saying he's a choker like that, but I'm saying Dame's streaky in the playoffs. I mean, he shot 35% from the field, 30% from three against the Pelicans in 2018. The dude shot 37% against the Warriors in 2019. I mean, he got outplayed in Game 6 by Monte Morris. You can't just ignore all this stuff. 2016, I know the Warriors were an all-time great team. 2016 wins 23 games, but consider this, right? Steph Curry didn't play the first 3 games of the series, and Dame in Game 4 went 9 for 30, and in Game 5 was 7 for 24 against the Warriors in 2016. You can't just ignore this stuff. It happened. Dame to me is not that clutch in the playoffs. Because other than the game-winning shots I just told you, name me a clutch moment he has in the playoffs. Does he have a clutch moment in the second round? Does he have a clutch moment in the conference final? I don't think he's that clutch in the playoffs. In the regular season, he is, but you can't tell me 42% elimination games and 29% for free is clutch in the playoff. Because elimination games do matter too.
Mm-hmm.
So I think Dame's kind of overrated in the playoffs. Do you agree with that, or you still think it's great in the playoffs, even with the facts I just gave you?
I mean, yeah, because he has never been that high of a stage. So we've never seen it. But as far as how he is, I could see that. I could see
Okay.
that.
Okay. What do you think, Bruce Mary? You still think Dame's a great playoff performer? I don't. I think he's inconsistent in the playoffs. That's what I can say. Inconsistent in the playoffs.
I mean, he's
Bruce, you
okay.
sound sure.
He's okay, I guess.
All right. But
He's
they do need
okay.
another.
I don't want him to be the best player on my team.
I agree with that. He needs to be a number 2 on the championship team, or 1B at best. But Dame would be nice for this team. Do you think that he could get a Kyrie Irving? Do you think that would work?
No, Kyrie
Wow.
doesn't fit the Heat culture.
Okay. What about Russell Westbrook?
No, you're terrible on offense. You want somebody who's gonna.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I'm saying that because Westbrook was great for the Clippers, but who's gonna be breaking? Come on, breaking on offense.
Right. Right. What do you think, BJ? What do you think the Heat need? I mean, they can still come back and win the series, but what do you think the Heat need to become a legit title contender?
More scoring.
Yeah.
More consistent scoring. They need somebody that can stop the bleeding when they need to. I think Jimmy does it in Spurs, but he doesn't do it enough.
Agreed.
So they need scoring. They need more offense. More passing.
That's true. They're the worst offense in the NBA for a reason. And they were 27th in 3-point shooting, 26th in shooting overall. This team doesn't have enough shot creators on that team.
Andre wants to come in.
Oh. Yeah.
So Andre.
Come
good,
on,
Bubba.
man.
What's good, Bubba?
Salute.
The Heat could have used AI today. Cross guys over.
No.
No, I know. I'm just trying to pull you.
Wait, G Money, you said Dame not clutch?
No, hear me out. I said he's clutch in the regular season, but don't deny the facts I'm giving you. Listen to the facts, okay?
Okay.
I understand he's had clutch moments as far as first round, as far as hitting a game-winning shot against the Rockets in Game 6, 2014, and the Thunder 2019 Game 5, and had that monster Game 5 he dropped 55. But look at the facts, okay? The dude shoots 42% in elimination games and 29% from 3 in elimination games. And other than the game-winning shots we talked about in that one game, name me a clutch moment he has in the playoffs, though. Does he have you can't, and look, I know he's played great teams. I get it. He's played great teams. I get it, but so has every star in every history. We can't, because look at this, for example. 2019 against the Warriors, right? The dude shot 31% in the fourth quarter. I know the Warriors were an all-time great team, but remember, Kevin Durant didn't play in that series. Klay Thompson shot under 40%. They didn't have Iggy miss game 4. DeMarcus Cousins didn't play. Remember, Portland was up 17 in games 2 and 4 and 18 game 3 and got swept, right? And Dame shot 31% in the fourth quarter. That's not clutch. In 2020, he got outplayed down the stretch in fourth quarters against the Lakers, though. That's not. He only had 11 points in game 4, and in game 3, he only went 8 for 20. That's not clutch against the Lakers. 2022, in the second half of 2021, I'm sorry, against the Nuggets, let's look at the facts. Game 2, he went 2 for 9 in the second half. Game 3 went 7 for 18 in the second half. Game 4, he was 1 for 10 in the whole game. And game 6, he disappeared in the fourth quarter against the Nuggets without Jamal Murray, mind you. And in 2016, I know the Warriors went 73-9. I get it, but consider this too. Steph Curry didn't play the first 3 games, and Dame went 5 for 17 in game 2. And here's a fact, right? In game 4, went 9 for 30, and game 5 went 7 for 24. And the Warriors didn't have Steph for 3 games. In 2018, Dame shot 35% from the field and 30% from 3, and only had one 20-point game. In fact, he got outscored by Alfred Aminu and CJ McCollum in game 4. You can't just deny the facts. Dame is clutch in the regular season, and he has some clutch moments in the playoffs, but he's inconsistent in the playoffs. You can't just deny the facts. The dude shoots 41% in the playoffs. That's not a clutch.
Bro, other than LaMarcus Aldridge and Carmelo Anthony, name
CJ McCollum. Hang on. He has CJ McCollum.
Is he an all-star?
He's not an all. Technically, he kind of is an all-star caliber player, though. He is an all-star caliber. No, he didn't make an all-star team. No.
Is he an all-NBA player?
I don't think so, no.
So name me the all-NBA player apart from LaMarcus Aldridge and Carmelo Anthony that played with Damian Lillard.
But what does that mean, though? But if you
that means he has no help to carry.
So hang on. You say he had no help, right? Let's break it down. You say he had no help, right? In 2019, here are the facts, right? In 2019, did you know Damian Lillard's teammates outscored Curry's teammates 3 out of 4 games? And here's the fact, right? Damian Lillard's teammates averaged 83 points per game in the Western Conference Finals. He had help in that series. Let me give you fact. Game 4.
Bro, he's going up against 3 Hall of Famers. He has no Hall of Fame on his team.
That. I don't care. Why are you denying the facts I'm giving you?
Bro, what facts? You just giving me stats. You just giving me stats.
That's a fact, though. That's a fact.
Listen, stats don't only prove the game. It shows you a certain parts.
No,
of the game.
I'm not just giving stats. It's not just stats. But it's
so
also
what else are you giving?
I'm giving context. I'm not saying it's great help, but you can't just pretend that he had a bunch of bums. I mean, Seth Curry was a bum. That's what you're telling me? I mean, you're telling me Ronnie Hood was a bum?
So is Seth Curry on the level of Klay Thompson? Come on,
I'm not saying he is. Who's saying that? I'm saying that he had help in the 2019 Western Conference Finals. You can't just brush it off. Am I right, BJ? You can't just brush it off. His teammates averaged 83 points.
Bro, he got swept, so clearly he had no help.
How do you have no help when his team's up 17 every game?
I think that Damian Lillard is one of those players that, I mean, I just kind of defines, like, what do you guys define him as? I don't think he's a number 1. I think he's a number 2.
That's what I'm saying. He's a number 2 on the championship team. You can't you can't say he had no help. He was up 17 every game. Just because you get swept or lose doesn't mean you didn't have help. You can't. I mean, it's proven. And also in 2016, CJ McCollum was blowing out against Golden State. That's help. Allen Crabbe was blowing out in that series against the Warriors in 2016.
Wait, what did CJ McCollum average?
What, against the Warriors in 2016?
Yeah.
Hang on.
Yeah.
Give me some time.
We got about 10 minutes left. We're gonna shut down about 10 minutes. I'm gonna let y'all have the pound for 10 minutes, and I'm gonna come back and closing out.
All right. I don't even like
against
Dame, but I mean,
against
I can't
against
let something like
go
this slip.
against a Golden State, he averaged 21 points. But let's look at he averaged 21 points against Golden State 2016. But Alfred Camino averaged 17, Allen Crabbe averaged 13. But look at this, right? Look
Bro,
at
was it
this.
against that 73 and 19?
Yeah, I know that. Yeah, I
Okay,
know
go
that.
ahead. Okay, go
I
ahead.
know that. Yeah, it was. But open your mind here. Don't just deny fact. Open your mind here. Okay. Let's look at game 5. You say you had no help in game 5, right? Let's look at the facts. CJ
The
McCollum gave
entire
you 20.
series.
Four players were in double figures. What are you saying? That's help, though. And again, Steph missed the first 3 games of the series. That's what I'm telling you, though. You can't just pretend it didn't happen. I mean, look at this. Look at this. Allen Crabbe give you 20 off the bench in game 5. CJ McCollum give you 27. Aminu give you 16 points and 9 rebounds. And Harkless gave you 13 and was playing good defense. That's help, right? I'm not saying it's championship help, but it's still help in that game, right? Am I right in game 5? When they lost in
Bro,
5?
clearly it was not enough.
What are you talking about? Other guys were doing their part, man. What are you talking about?
Bro, against the 73 and 19? Come on, bro.
Bro, it's not the fact he lost, but why are you ignoring that Steph missed the first 3 games of the series? How are you ignoring that? Because we all could agree, right? Without Steph Curry, because remember, he was out. Can we agree that Dame was the best? Can we agree that Dame is better than any player on the Warriors not named Steph Curry? Can we agree on that?
Yeah.
So what I'm saying is that he could have at least won game 2 without Steph. Remember, Dame went 5 for 17 in game 2, and his team was up by 11 going into the fourth quarter, and Klay shot 7 for 20. And Klay was struggling with the 3-point shot. That's what I'm telling you. You can't just deny the facts and ignore them. Curry didn't play the first 3 games. The Blazers were up 11 going to the fourth quarter without Steph Curry, mind you. Klay was struggling, missing open jump shots, and the Blazers lost by 11. And in 2018, think about this, right? The Pelicans, I know that AD, Drew Holiday, and Rondo, I get it. But consider this too, right? The Pelicans were the 6th seed and didn't have DeMarcus Cousins because he hurt his Achilles. And the Blazers, who were the favorites, mind you, got swept. You can't defend Dame for that. You can't act like he had no help for that. Because let's break it down, right? You don't mind, right?
Yeah, go ahead.
And please, open your mind here. Look at this, though. Against New Orleans, CJ McCollum led the Blazers in scoring, averaging 25. Aminu averaged 17 points on 52% from the field, 43% from 3. And Yusuf Nurkic gave you 12 and 8. Let's look at the facts, right? Let's look at game 4.
Let me ask you a quick question. Who was the best player
Yes.
in that series?
Anthony Davis by far.
Okay, cool. All right, go ahead.
But even then, are you defending Dame getting swept? It's not. Are you defending him getting swept? The dude shot 35% from the field and 30% from 3. And you can't use that as an argument because let's look at this year with Miami. We all could agree Milwaukee, New York, and Boston were better teams. You know who was the best player for Milwaukee overall? Giannis. Guess what? Jimmy Butler with no consistent offensive help beat that team in 5. Against New York, who their best player.
Well, you said Jimmy had no.
Jimmy had help. Jimmy had help.
Okay, cool.
Jimmy had help.
Jimmy had
help. Jimmy had help. I'm saying consistent. Jimmy had help. I'm talking about consistent. And remember, no Tyler Hero, no Victor Oladipo. He had help. I'm talking about consistent help offensively, and he still beat the number 1 seed Milwaukee Bucks, who, mind you, was one of the favorites to win a championship in 5. Am I right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Then in the second round against the Knicks, guess what? New York was the favorite, right? He beat them in 6. And then against Boston, against a team that was expected to win a championship, you can make an argument. I'm saying you can make an argument. The best player going into that series is Tatum. I'm saying you can make an argument. Guess what? He beat a better team in 7. He had help. Caleb Martin was amazing in that series. But going into that playoffs, you didn't think that he would do anything in these playoffs. Because remember, he didn't have Bam Adebayo was a good player, but he's inconsistent sometimes. He didn't have a star around him, and he took him to the finals though. When nobody except the Heat fan would predicted that. Am I right?
Mm-hmm.
So why are we giving Let
me say this. Now I don't like. I mean, BJ knows this. I don't. Not that I don't like him, but he's not one of my favorite players. But one thing you can agree to this is that the Portland Trailblazers don't play. They don't play defense at all
They don't be. I agree
whatsoever.
with that. I agree. The defense is abysmal.
So
I agree.
right. So if you go up against the New Orleans Pelicans and you go up against Anthony Davis, who was an MVP candidate that season,
Which
was a
was,
Defensive Player of the Year candidate
which
that
was,
season, who's the
which
best
was.
player by far in that series, like
Oh yeah.
there's no stopping him. Like literally, who on the Portland Trailblazers could have stopped Anthony
No
Davis?
one can stop AD. AD
Exactly.
is
So he was
Jambalaya
the
chicken. It's Jambalaya chicken.
right. So he was the best player by far. They had no defensive answers for him. Of course, the Portland Trailblazers were going to beat them. Now they were favorites, but being the favorites doesn't
But they
always
got
mean,
swept. That's what you need to understand.
bro.
They got swept. That's what I'm saying. Look, I can understand. Yes, you made great points. I can understand they lost in 6 or 7. Cool. They got swept. And remember, DeMarcus Cousins was hurt. Can you deny that?
Yeah, he tore his Achilles that year.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So again, look, it's not the fact he lost to the Pelicans, but can you defend Dame for playing bad? Shooting 35%, 30% from 3, and getting look, Rondo's a great defender. Rondo, Drew Holiday are great defenders. You gotta give him a whole lot of credit. But we just saw Jimmy Butler destroy Drew Holiday in the low post and a pinch post. Am I right?
Yeah, but bro, I'm gonna say this too. I mean, sometimes if you're the only or you're the number one option on your team and you're like the only offensive weapon on your team, sometimes the defense keys in on you, kind of like an Iverson effect. Like he's the only offensive weapon on this team, so it's easy to kind of focus on him. And when you go up against him, it will be easy for him to go inefficient. Like it's plain and simple.
No, I understand that, but at the same time, and you're right. But at the same time, use the mid-range game. Consider this too. Get to the hoop. Get certain guys in foul trouble. Because yes, I know Wilson's are tighter in the playoffs. I get it. But certain games, the whistles get high. That's what I'm trying to say. And again, I'm not saying the Blazers are great. I'm not saying that. But you can't pretend you had no. But you can't pretend he had no help when certain guys did their part, like McCollum. I know McCollum here and there can lay a goose egg. I agree with you. But there have been games in which CJ McCollum has bailed Dame out. Remember Game 7 against the Nuggets, he dropped 37 points and was killing with mid-range shots when Dame went 3 for 17? Can you say Dame had help that game? Can you say that?
He did, but Dame himself had a bad game. That's all I can say.
All right.
And I mean, star players have bad games sometimes. Star players get outplayed. They have bad games. Like so
I understand that, but can you at least agree with me that Dame underperformed in certain series? Can you at least agree with me on that?
Yeah, absolutely. I'm not gonna disagree with that.
Can we agree? Right. I love Dame. Dame's a great player. He's a top 3 Blazer of all time behind Clyde Drexler and Bo Walton. I put him there. He's a clutch player in the regular season, and he has some clutch moments in the playoffs. But can you at least agree with me that he underperforms elimination games? The dude shoots 42% elimination games and 29% from 3. You can't, and again, it's not just stats, it's also eye test. There were times that he was missing layups right at the rim, getting killed on pick and roll, taking too many long threes, not using the mid-range game. I'm not trying to
you remember that Game 5, 2021? Where Austin Rivers was on fire. Praying. Now listen,
that game was on fire. Yeah, that game was on fire. I give him credit for that.
Austin Rivers was praying that he missed.
Yeah, because Dame was on fire that night.
And he was still making shots.
I admit that game, Dame was on fire. I admit the dude had a double nickel and 10 assists.
Right, 55.
He had an awesome game. I give him credit.
He had no help in that game, right?
No, that game he had no help. I'll give you that. But that's one game. That's one game. What about Game 6?
Bro, Game 6, he had no help too.
What are you talking about? In Game 6, though, guys were going to the basket, playing good defense, though. So you can't say he had no help. Let me break it down.
Nah, don't tell me they were playing good defense. Come on, bro.
I didn't say they were. Okay, let me change.
You said good defense.
Okay, my fault. I made a mistake. Scratch that.
Yeah.
I made a mistake. Game 4, right? Remember Game 4, Dame went 1 for 10? But
yeah, that was atrocious.
But he had help, right? Powell gave you 29. Melo gave you buckets off the bench. CJ did his thing. He had help in that Game 4, right?
Mm-hmm.
All right. And in Game 6, I'm not saying everyone played great. I'm not saying that. But in the second half, really late fourth quarter, everyone, including Dame, played bad. Can we agree on that? in the second half of Game 6
Yeah, they
against
did.
Denver
Yeah, they did.
without Murray.
They
So
did.
what I'm trying to get you to understand is this. I'm not saying Dame isn't great. He's a great player. Hall of Famer, star, beast. But what I'm telling you is that Damian Lillard has a lot of black marks in the playoffs. I know he played against great teams. I get it. The Warriors were great. But I cannot defend him losing in a 4-game sweep in 2019, being up 17, 18, 17, when, mind you, an AC Clippers team led by Lou Will, Montrezl Harrell, and SGA took that Warriors team with a healthy KD, mind you, to 6 games. Am I right?
Right.
Right. And Dame shot, 37% from the field, 31% in the fourth quarter. Is that good?
Yeah, that series, I blame it on him. Like they had leads heading into the fourth quarter, and they didn't. I mean, because they don't play defense, they end up losing the
Right.
game.
Everyone
So
deserves
it's not just Dame. I think
No,
it's the
I
whole
agree with
team.
that. I agree with that. Everyone deserves money. I agree with that. The players, the coach, the front office, everyone. I agree with you, though.
Oh,
I'm
they
not
had Terry Stotts. Oh,
Terry Stotts is an
bro,
idiot,
that's all you
man.
need to know.
Dude's a fucking idiot. Terry
That's
Stotts
all
is a
you need to
fucking
know,
idiot.
bro.
I understand that, and I agree. But at the same time, if you can, and yes, Terry Stotts is a terrible coach. I 100% agree. But you also need to know, and yes, that his role players were up and down at times. But you can't just ignore Dame's underperformances in the playoffs. Yes, he's had some good performances here and there, but he's had a lot of shitty performances in the playoffs. Can I say that?
Yeah.
So can you now agree? And look, I'm not trying to be right. I'm not. But can you at least try to agree with me that Dame's inconsistent in the playoffs, even after the rundown I just gave you? Inconsistent. Up and down at times in the playoffs. That's what I'm saying.
I mean, I would say. I mean, sometimes, yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Sometimes,
right.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, I can get with that.
Exactly.
And, I mean, he shoots a lot of threes, which sometimes
it works and it does not work. Sometimes.
Yeah, right.
And other times it does not. That's why I think that to me, I think Dame to me should be a number 1B or a number 2 on a championship team, in my opinion. What do you agree with that, or you think he can be a number 1 on a title contender team? What do you think?
I don't think he can be a number 1. I think a number 2. Definitely a number 2, but not a number 1.
If it was on this Miami Heat team, I think Miami will be good for Dame, though. With him and Butler, but the same mentality, I think it will be nice, though. What do you think?
Yeah, I think it would be nice, too. It would be awesome. And they have the defense around him that can kind of hide his
and the
flaws
coaching
and his weaknesses. Yeah, I can see that really working.
Yeah. The Heat just don't have enough. I'm a Knicks fan. The Heat don't have enough, man. Look, I think the Heat win Game 4 and tie this up. But if Miami wants to do the unthinkable in this series, bro, this team needs to stop shooting for use of mid-range shot. Where's the give and go? Where's the screen and pop? Where's the pick and roll? What offense am I running? Am I watching a freaking tic-tac-toe?
I mean, tonight the hustle was just not there enough. Just like BJ said, this wasn't Miami Heat basketball. This was something. Nope. This was a different team because the hustle wasn't there. Like I didn't really see the effort from these players. Like they got dominated on the boards. Like it was, and they moved the ball. Denver moved the ball a lot more than Miami did tonight.
Big time.
That was the game. Because you had less turnovers than Denver, but for some reason you still lost the game.
The Heat just didn't use the mid-range shot at all. Other than Butler and Bam, they didn't use the mid-range shot at all. If you watch,
they missed a lot of easy bunnies at the rim too,
especially Butler in the first half, and Bam in the first half. I mean, geez. I mean, another thing to the kill with Miami, right? If you're Spo, why in the living FUCK are you starting Max Strus? It's stupid. He's giving you nothing in this game. Use Duncan Robinson and why don't use Highsmith for athleticism and shooting, Right. Highsmith can slow down Murray. He's not going to shut him down. He's not, but he's going to contain Murray. It's stupid coaching by school.
I mean, he literally went away from what worked for him in Game 2.
Exactly. And look, I know Kevin Love is a stretch forward. Mm-hmm. It's okay to give Kevin Love a post shot and give Love some post shots. It's okay. Give Kevin Love some shots in the post. Come on, don't make him a stretch four like that, man. And consider this too. 2 rebounds. The dude had 2 more rebounds than you and me. Come on, man. That's unacceptable.
It
Like
is unacceptable.
Jimmy Butler, 2 rebounds. In my opinion, the only guys I thought tried was Bam at times and Duncan Robinson.
Duncan Robinson. Yeah.
Duncan Robinson tried his best in the fourth quarter, but freaking sorry, I'm a Knicks fan, but I'm just ranting on this Heat team right now.
No, you good. You good.
This offense is fucking abysmal. How does this team not know how to bang in the post? You have Michael Porter. Aaron Gordon's a good perimeter defender, but you get my point. You have
Right.
Michael Porter, Joker, who is not a good defender in the paint.
Mhm.
Murray. You have Christian Brown, who's a great perimeter defender, but not a great interior defender. You have all these guys. Get in the paint, bang in the block, and play like men and get them in foul trouble. Don't play pop a shot shooting threes. That's not how you're going to beat the Nuggets. To beat the Nuggets, you got to use the clock to your advantage. You got to use your athleticism. And to beat Denver, don't trap Joker. How you trapping this guy? It's stupid basketball.
Yeah.
It's wrong basketball. Denver has too many cutters. Do you know what I mean? Backdoor cuts that Christian Brown and even through the monster match, the dude was so wide open. He could just take a. The dude was so wide open to the basket. He could just wear a blindfold and just go to the hoop at will and drink a martini. Come on, man. And if you're the Heat, man, how the
that's
hell?
something they need to I said they need to focus on those cuts. They need to watch that in the film and try to make adjustment on that. How to prevent those backdoor cuts and get into the basket.
Exactly. And back cuts, backdoor back cuts. And another thing to the Heat need to do, get to the line. They got to get to the line. They're not getting to the line. And that's
but
the problem.
To get to the line, you have to get in the paint. And they didn't really do that enough tonight. I mean, if you look at the points in the paint for Denver and for Miami, it's just so
and because Denver's also bigger and Denver's bigger and stronger in the paint. You saw Joker, the jump hook, the drop step paint, Jamal Murray, bank shots. I mean, holy hell, even though Michael Porter struggled in this game, Michael Porter even had a crazy layup though. You saw that?
Right.
Though. And Christian Brown going to the rack. If that keeps happening in this series, the Heat are done. I think the Heat win game 4, but I will say this. If they lose game 4, this series is cooked. They're not winning. They're not coming back from 3-1 against this team. They got to win game 4, tie this up, make it a best of 3.
I think Denver's going game 4. Then Miami going to win game 5. Then Denver closing out in game 6.
So you're seeing the road teams win out, right?
Right.
Okay. I can see that. So kind of like 2019 Warriors Raptors. You know what I mean? Because remember, the Raptors won game 1 at home. The Warriors won games 2 and 5 on the road. The Raptors won games 3, 4, and 6 on the road. Kind of like that.
Yeah, that's exactly how I see it.
Okay, and if
I could be wrong. I mean, ain't none of it's going to be right.
Exactly. I thought that he would win game 3. I was emphatically wrong. It got, and I love Udonis Haslem, and Haslem's a good guy. It gets bad when Haslem's at 42 years old in the game. No disrespect to Haslem. It gets bad when UD, the grandpa, the godfather, grandpa's in the game. It gets bad. Like, bro, this Heat offense is trash sometimes. This offense is trash sometimes. Like, how's this team? Oh, my God. How does this team not know how to back guys down? How in the hell are you not using an elbow jump shot or post fadeaway? It's okay. If you're Kevin Love, Martin, Lowry, Robinson played well, so I can't kill Robinson. Strus, it's okay. Bam played an okay game, but my thing with Bam, stop settling for jumpers. Stop settling for jumpers. Use your size, your 6'9" body, and get into the rack and drop step and use and posterize. I love Jokic though. Posterize Jokic in the block. Bang down.
He dunked on them though.
He did though. Do more of that. That's my thing. For the Nuggets, just do what you did. Guard the interior, guard the perimeter. Just do what you did, and that's what the Nuggets need to do. And I want to ask you, if Denver wins the championship, hypothetically speaking, do you think this is a potential future dynasty?
This Denver team?
Yeah, if they win the title this year.
Man, I don't know. I mean, I wouldn't call them a dynasty now. I think you have to win like 2 more. You have to win 2. You have to go back to back to be considered a dynasty.
Yeah,
But this team can't be considered a dynasty because, other than Joker, who else is this established player?
that's a good point. The only guy that's close is Jamal Murray. That's the only guy that's close.
And he's not even an All-Star yet.
He's not. Same thing with Michael Porter. Aaron Gordon almost made an All-Star team, but he didn't.
Yeah.
What do you think about Michael Porter, man? In your opinion?
I don't know why a 6'10" dude only wants to shoot threes.
It's terrible, man. I like
Bro,
Michael
I get so pissed. Bro, if I was 6, let me just stop right there.
Mhm.
Let me just stop right there because
No, go ahead. Fire away.
Because if you're 6'10" and you're shooting threes and it's not falling for you, bro, all you have to do is start closer to the basket, bro.
Or take a mid-range shot.
Take mid-range shots, post up, bro. You're 6'10". 9 times out of 10, you have to mismatch over anybody, bro. Who's playing the three for my?
The three for Miami. No, the three for Miami is Jimmy Butler. Jimmy Butler's the 3.
Right, but who's guarding Michael Porter Jr. for the most part in the series?
For the most part, the guy that's guarding Michael Porter is between Caleb Martin and Butler. If you're Michael Porter, get to the cup, man.
Simple as that, bro. You have a 5-inch advantage over Caleb Martin, bro. Why can't you post him up and get to the free throw line?
Crazy, huh? Well, we can't kill him to crazy, huh? But hey, it didn't matter in game 3. It didn't matter, but it may matter later in the series, man.
Later in the series, yeah, exactly. You have advantage over everybody. Just take advantage of what you got. And
look what Joker did. Look what Murray did. Look what Christian Brown did. See? Do that, though.
Braun really had the game of his career tonight.
Agreed.
And I was really happy for him because a rookie coming into this was probably the biggest game he's ever played in his professional career.
By far.
15 huge, impactful points like that. Like, come on.
And defense too. And also
defense too. Like, I was proud of him. And I think Bruce Brown is so underrated.
Oh, big time. He can finish. He can stroke it from 3. He's athletic though. He's a great defender, good playmaker. Bro. This team is deep, man.
He does a little bit of everything for the team.
Oh yeah.
Like literally. He had 3 blocks tonight? Come on, bro.
Man, this Nuggets team, it was a Denver demolition in this game. And think about this too. Jamal Murray, Nikola Jokic, not only scoring but playmaking, using their size, rebounding. Did you know Joker and Murray are the first duo in NBA history to have a 30-point triple-double in the same game? NBA Finals history, I'm saying.
Yeah, wow. That's insane. That's crazy. They couldn't have played tonight, bro.
They did. They weren't faced. They weren't faced by the NBA Finals moment. Because what I was concerned about Denver was because even though KCP and Jeff Green have been there, done that, I thought that the Nuggets would wilt in the Finals one against a team like the Heat. But to that point, it hasn't been the case. To that point, they've grown into men. And I'm not saying it's going to be a dynasty. I'm not saying that. But if they win the championship, you can see a future dynasty right before your eyes. For the Heat, man, I want to ask you, if Miami somehow comes back and wins the championship, where will you rank? Would you think that this Heat championship, if they come back and win, is a better run than the 95 Rockets run, in your opinion?
No, I don't think so.
Why is that?
Bro, Miami's a good team. Now, yeah, I know they were the 8th seed, but bro, they was in the conference finals last year. There was a shot away from making it to the NBA finals.
Arguably.
So this is not just no 8th seed. Like, we know they were up and down the regular season. We know things happen in the regular season, but I don't think it's better than the 95 championship. Because there was like the
95 Rockets championship.
95 Rockets championship. It was like the 6th seed, and
look at the teams they beat. They beat the Utah Jazz.
Right.
With John Stockton, Carmelo, and Jeff Hornacek. They were down 3-1 to the Phoenix Suns. 3-1.
Right.
The Phoenix with Charles Barkley, Kevin Johnson, Dan Marley. They won in 7, won it twice in Phoenix. They beat the San Antonio Spurs, who won 62 games that year with David Robinson. David Robinson was the MVP
and Hakeem destroyed David Robinson.
Annihilated him. And then they beat and Dennis Rodman. And then in the house they swept SWEPPPPP. Swept the
The
Orlando
Orlando
Magic
Magic.
with Shaq and Penny and
I mean, that
three
was a
D.
young team, but
Yeah, it was a young team, which I agree. Still sweeping and
the
being
sweep,
down
yeah,
20 in
I
game
mean,
one. Come
yeah,
on,
that's
that was tough, bro.
yeah. I don't think that's better than that '95 Rockets championship.
Right,
It's just
right,
not.
right. Even if the Heat come back, right.
It's
What
just not.
right? What do you think Miami needs to do if they want to even Steven series? What lineups will you run or whatever?
I think number one, I cut Strus's minutes and
Agreed.
I insert Duncan Robinson into the starting lineup. I play him like 20,
Right.
25 minutes
Agreed.
and see what he can give me. And I play Highsmith more to kind of slow down Jamal Murray.
2 minutes is unacceptable. It's a crime.
Right.
It's a crime.
Yo, y'all about to shut it down, man.
Oh, I'm sorry. Oh, we're sorry.
Or yeah. All right, BJ.
All right, BJ. Peace. And enjoy the rest of the big dance. Enjoy the rest of the finals. Good night, everybody.
All right, good night.
All right. All right, y'all, man. That concludes the Pull Up Basketball Podcast, man. We will be back on. Was it not? We'll be back on Saturday morning. All right. So pull up a seat, pull up a chair, pull up. Peace. Out of here like swim. Where?